no problem. Okay, so now basically, now the first thing you need to do now is I'm coming. Okay, it's recording. So now the first thing now, in the course, the last call we had, that should be last week. I can't remember now. Today is Tuesday, so that should be last weekend or
Yes, sir.
thereabout. So we already start the course now. So I mentioned to this guy, um, once you click on that start course now, it will move you to this screen. Then you must log in. You see sign in at this side. So once you click on sign in, then you
Okay.
log in your Google account. So once you log in your Google account, your profile will show like this. The reason why we are logging in is for this website to show your progress as you are learning. You can see my own now. This is already showing completed because I've actually complete all these stuff. So this website, for someone that is just starting out, you might see 0% or something like this on this page. So you need to
Okay.
log in, and also as you are completing it, you'll be earning badge from Google. So you earn badge as
Wow.
you are completing each course. So and there's certificate as well. And I'll be the one issuing the
Wow, that one is
certificate. But trust me, if I can't grade you, I can't give you certificate though. That's just the hard truth.
wow.
I won't like
Right.
I won't want you to spoil the name of our school or anybody sha.
Ah, wahala.
So so that's it.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I think
Okay,
this
sir.
guy is dropping a message on the group. Let me quickly check and see if he's having problem. Join. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, he's already on the call. Yeah, hello Randy.
Maybe is it?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hello
Good evening,
Randy.
sir.
Yeah, good evening. Hope you bring something for us from
Um,
that you're outing.
yeah, yes.
Ah, where is the thing?
Give away. I hope you guys have not gone far.
We have not
You
gone far.
don't.
We just act-
Yeah?
we have not gone far. We just actually
When I don't go far.
no. Okay. So as I was saying,
Okay, okay, okay.
so this course now there's certificate that I can personally issue, and not like from my own but GDSC as a whole, that I can authorize for those that actually complete this stuff. So there's certificate that you can post on your social media page once you complete this particular track. So that's by the way. And also there's badges. There's a Google developer account where you see your Google developer account and all the badges you have earned. If I show you my own now, so let me show you my own so you can see that it's not play. Let me show you my own so you can see the amount of badges I already have. You see your Google developer profile, you see some of your information, and also that can stand as your portfolio or something. So this stuff is not actually a waste, and also the knowledge as well. You'll be able to build 100 application. You can build something like WhatsApp now, you can build something like Instagram, you can build something like any mobile application whatsoever you can think of. So you can see my own profile now. This is my own Google developer account. You can see my profile. You can see I already have 47 badges. I already have 47 badges, and you can see all these badges I have here. So this is my own account. That's because I've completed a lot of course on this Google Doc stuff. So this badge also is a way of you showcasing what you have learned. So that's just by the way. I'm just mentioning why you have to log in. So once you log in, you see your profile and you complete. So where we stopped last week is introduction to Kotlin. Yeah, so Randy, I gave you guys an assignment for you guys to complete a
Yes.
particular code lab. Were you able to complete it?
The Kotlin Code Lab.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
you are able to complete it.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to walk through this first off. So where we are currently on the unit one, that is introduction to programming in Kotlin now, and we are on this section theory, which is your first program in Kotlin. So now once you click on this take code lab, that is go to code lab, it will open up this page now. So on this code lab now, you have all these screens. I say all these screen, all this section rather, that you can navigate through. So the first thing is, before you begin, this is just an introduction about Kotlin. So as you can see here, Kotlin is a modern programming language that helps developers to be more productive. For example, Kotlin allows you to be more concise and write fewer lines of code for same functionality compared to other programming language. In essence, what this stuff is just trying to say, Kotlin majorly, you can see Kotlin is gaining momentum in the industry and is the language that the majority of professional Android developers use. So Kotlin is for Android development, that is anything Android, you can use Kotlin for it. All this, if you have smart TV at home, or if you have anybody that use smart TV, or if you have anything smart at home, all this smart TV, all this smart watch, what else do they even have? All these smart electronics, like if you have a smart dishwasher, smart refrigerator and all those stuff, all those smart stuff, all those small smart gadgets, they actually use Android OS. Like if you're on your smart TV now, you see like the TV is going to show something like Android. That's because the TV actually have Android installed on it. So with Kotlin, it's not only you can develop for Android application, that is something that can work on your phone, you can also develop for like smart device like a TV, something like that, like a TV, like what else, anything smart that you can think of. So that's it, because what all this smart stuff they run on Android device. Yeah, so that's one. So that's what Kotlin is all about. So it's used to develop Android application. So what you are going to build, start short program in Kotlin, what you are going to learn. So you can still go through all this stuff again, just for you to understand it once you are doing your personal learning. So you can go through all this stuff. So I will next now. So the next thing we need to get started, just press next. So the next stuff now is there's a playground for us to actually write our code. So I will just open the playground. Once you click on this link here, it will open up the playground. Then we'll be able to type some Kotlin code here and test it out. Now we are just using a playground here. We will soon move to our code editor, which is Android Studio. But for now, we just want to try some stuff to see how they works and everything like that. Yeah, so that's that. So now once you click on this Kotlin playground, it will open up this screen, this page rather. So you can see you can now use web page similar to this page. So this is the Kotlin playground. There's already some default code populated in the code editor. So now if I come to this playground now, if I press on this play icon here, I will just press on play now. You see it will output hello world to me now. Yeah, so you can see this hello world now. That's because this is a function in Kotlin. So fun main print ln, then the word you want to print, this is the output. So if I change this guy now to welcome to GDSC OUI mobile app development, let me just type something like this. So let me run it. So once I run it, you can see the output here now. So this is the output of this command. So this particular stuff now, this is a short command that I just created, that is small function, that's, and what the function does basically is to output this particular information, which is welcome to GDSC OUI mobile development, and that's the result we are seeing here. So that's a simple program that we just created. So if you're in your system, you can also follow through and be doing the same thing I'm doing now. So now the next thing, I will just click on next. So the next thing now is run your first program. So you can see, click on the play icon. I already click on that play icon, then it will output this hello world. You can see I've already done that. So cool. The process of this program is to print or display a message that says hello world, which is what we have done here, which I changed the stuff to this place. So now for your own now, you can just change the word now to probably my name is Caleb or my name is Randy or something, then you output it. So that's a simple program. your first simple program in Kotlin. So there's a warning now. If you don't see this result, copy and paste the 3 line of code previous section to the Kotlin program. Okay, that's if probably peradventure you are not able to see the results, you can do what they ask you to do here. So now the code is explained here. So how does this work? I hope you guys are following.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, we're following.
So how does this work now? A Kotlin program is required to have a main function, which is specific place in your code where the program starts running. The main function is the entry point or starting point of programs. So now, this is for someone that actually learns Flutter. This is very clear to the person, because now this function here, this main function here, as it was mentioned here, that's the starting point or the entering point of any program in Kotlin. So if you want to start any program in Kotlin, you must start with this main function. In everything you will be doing later on will be inside the main function. That's how the language it is like from onset. So you must start with this main function. So that's the explanation to this main. So for example, now if I want to start now, let me just delete everything here. So I will start from scratch. So you want to create a function, you just type func like this. Sorry. Yeah, so you just type func, then main, then your circle brackets, then this curly bracket, then you press enter. Then to print a word now, just print ln, then use this circle bracket. Then we are still going to talk more on this, like I'm going to explain all of this very soon. For like I'm going to do some deep understanding about this, because you might not understand all this stuff yet, but I'm going to do that. So I can just type my name is Samuel like this now. So I can click on run. Then you are going to see the output here now. Okay, this is actually using internet, that's why it's slow like this, because is a this is an online playground, so it's using the internet. So that's why this stuff is slow. So this, you can see now, my name is Samuel. That is, this is the output of the program I just created. Yeah, so that's that. So the next one, I just click on next. So part of the function, so the explanation about everything we just did now, this is the explanation to everything. So now a function is a segment of a program that performs a specific task. Like this stuff now is a function. And what is a function now? A function, as they describe here, is a segment of a program that performs a specific type. It's just like you handling a TV remote now. If you point your TV remote to your TV and you click on the on button, for the TV to actually on, that is, there's a function behind it. Many people have not actually think about it like this. You just hold the remote and you click on one button and the TV is responding. How do you think that is working? That's because there has been some communication between the remote and the TV, and there's some function. So the function here is a segment of the program that performs a specific task. So once you click on the on button is performing a specific task on your TV. So that's what function comes in. So define versus call a function. So in your code, you define a function first, then that means you specify all the instruction needed to perform that function. So still using that remote example now. So in any function you are creating, you are going to define that function. That is, I want the on button on my remote to switch on the TV. So that's you defining what that function should do. That's you telling that function that this is what I want you to do. So in this our example now, we are telling this function now that I want you to print this stuff. I want you to print my name is Samuel in this my output in my terminal. So that's what we are telling this function to do. So now, for example, don't let me overspeed. So let's just follow everything one after the other. So you can see here is an analogy. You write out step by step instruction on how to bake a chocolate cake. This set of instruction can have a name, bake chocolate cake. Every time you want to bake a cake, you can execute the bake chocolate instruction. If you want tere cake, you need to execute the bake chocolate cake instruction 3 times, and so on and so forth. So here now they are just trying to explain how a function works. So if you want to do something, you create a function for it. Like the example of the remote, I think that example is should be relatable to everyone because everybody use remote. Abi shey you guys have never used remote before? Ehen. So everybody use a remote, or even your phone, your system, or actually your laptop now. If you click on one key on your keyboard now and the stuff is responding on your laptop, that's a function. There's a function behind it. It's not just magic. It's not just magic that is happening. There's something that actually make it work, and that is a function. So this is an analogy of how function work as well. So now define a function. How do we define a function in Kotlin? So keep in mind, in every programming language there's different way you write them. The same way we have different language, we have English, we have Yoruba, we have Hausa, we have Igbo, among many other languages. So the same way I will write go to the market in English is different from the way I will write go to the market in Yoruba. In Yoruba it will be how is it in Yoruba now? Jesus, go to the market, lọ sí ọjà, that's in Yoruba. In Igbo now, I don't know Igbo, I don't know Hausa. In Igbo now it will be something else. In Hausa now it will be something else, but what they are telling the person to do the same stuff but in different language. So the same stuff apply to programming language. We have different type of programming language. We have JavaScript, we have Kotlin, we have Dart, we have Python, we have a lot of them. So all these languages they are written differently but they are achieving the same stuff anyhow you want them to do. So that's it. So the way we declare a function in Kotlin now, that's what we are working through now. So define a function. There are these are the three parts needed to define a function. The function is a name. So a function is a name. Just like in your on your remote now, you need to know that okay, this particular button now is the power button. That's why they put the power icon on that remote. So your function need the name. Because why does your function need the name? It's just like the same way everybody here now, we all have a name. Or have you ever met someone that does not have a name before? It's not possible, because a person must be identified with something. So that's the same stuff with function. So a function must be identified with something. What happened, David?
I don't have a name.
So when I put David Onuche here,
Yes, no.
so yeah, so as I was saying, so that's just it.
You
So
said
Oga, your name is David. Don't time is going, we don't have more time. So let me just keep explaining my stuff. So everybody needs, like everything need an identifier, that is you must be identified with something, and the basic stuff anybody needs to know about you is your name. Like this, if they say okay Caleb now, if you don't know anything about Caleb, abi if you don't know anything about this guy, at least you should know his name. Even if you don't know his name, at least you should know that Caleb is a guy. That is the simplest stuff you should know about anybody. As you are seeing someone, you should know that okay, this person is a guy, this person is a girl. At least not in this world that people are already changing their form now. Like guys are not behaving like girls. We are not talking about that one, but literally once you see someone you should be able to identify the person with something. So that's what function is basically. So a function should have a name. So that's number one. And why should a function have a name? Because when you want to make use of that function, how you are going to call that function is with the function name. So that's why a function is a name. So the function can also require some input or information that needs to provide when the function is called. The function use this input to accomplish its purpose, blah 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 blah. So that's it. The function also have a body which contains the instruction to perform the task. So once the function have a name, the function will have input and the function will have a body. Yeah, so now I will show you the name, the input and the body now. So as this diagram shows us, the input now is this fun. This is the input, fun. This fun simply stands for function, by the way. It's not fun like laughter, like somebody's having fun. It stands for function. They just short it. Instead of writing function in full, they just put fun. Then the next stuff now, the function name now, which is this main. So this main now is a function name. This is a function name, main. So I can change this guy now to Samuel. I can name my function. I can give my function any name whatsoever. But keep in mind, your function name is just an advice. It's not like somebody is watching you. Your function name should actually correlate with what that function does. Like imagine on your remote button now, on the on button, your on is increasing the volume of your TV. That is misinformation. If you have that kind of remote, you will actually be very angry. You will have even caused the person that actually manufactured that kind of remote, because you are clicking on the on button, your TV is increasing volume. That's not supposed to be so. So that's function name. So your function name should actually correlate with what your function entails. Yeah, so that's it. So now the next thing now is the body. So the body of the function, this is the body of the function. This, anything that is inside this guy. So this is like the fence. So this is the fence, the opening fence and the closing fence. Then inside the fence now, this is the body. Inside this fence now, I can have as many stuff. I can still have another something like this, and I then just put this is a second print out. So let me run it so you can see. So you can have as many stuff you want inside this your fence, and this stuff is called body. This is the body of the function. So you can see now, this is the output of the stuff. Yeah, so that's it. So now that is like how to create a function. So you can see the example now. This is fun, the name of the function, the input. Now this input now stands, the input in some programming language is called property or argument of your function. That is, if you want to pass some additional properties to your function and everything, you can pass that. We are going to get to that later on in our class. So that's it. So this stuff is just working on how to create a function actually. So that's it. So the function define starts with fun. So as you can see, a function definition starts with fun. So that's just constant in Kotlin. In Kotlin now, your function should start with fun. Then the name of the function is main. So as I said, the name of the function can be anything. This is not compulsory. Your function name cannot just be main, it can be anything. But main is like the starting point of a Kotlin program. Don't worry, you will get used to all these stuffs later on. You might not really understand now, but as time goes on, you start getting used to it. Yeah, so that's it. So there are no inputs to the function, so the parentheses are empty. So this is just telling us inside this guy now, this
Can you
sorry,
hear me?
yes.
I mean, what's the parenthesis there? What's the meaning of
Okay,
parenthesis?
so a parenthesis is basically this two circle bracket. This bracket, yeah, this is the parenthesis. So in programming language, we
Okay, okay,
call
okay.
them parentheses. This is the spelling of the parentheses here. In other
Okay.
words, they are like a parent, not like a parent. They just call them parentheses. I don't know the logic behind it, why they name it parentheses. Don't let me form one myself, but the child said this circle bracket is called parentheses in a functional. And inside this parentheses now, you can have different arguments that you can pass to the function. Yeah. So that's that.
No worries. I'm not worried about it.
Okay. So now the next point now, there's one line of code in the function which is print hello world. So they are trying to explain the logic behind the first function that they created. So this particular function now, they are trying to explain everything behind it. So you can see a function inside the body which is print, and our own body, this is our own body now, this is all this print, that's our own body of the function, which is located between the open and closing curly braces of the function. So the open and close, sorry, the open and close of the curly braces is this curly brace, this particular bracket that is coiling, this particular bracket. So this is the opening, this is the closing, so this is the body. So in a body, as I said, this is like the fence and the other fence of the whatsoever, then you put all the stuff you want to put inside the body. Yeah, so that's that. So that's that about this. So each part of the function is explained in called details below. So function keyword, so as you can see, function keyword is fun. So to indicate that you are about to define a function in Kotlin, use the special word fun. So this fun is function keyword in Kotlin. So let's just move to the next one so as not to waste time. So function name, so this is function name. Once you write fun, so for example now, let me create another function. So once you write fun now, then the next thing that will follow is your function name. So I can say create news like this. Let me just write create news. Let me just create news like this. So this particular, now this is a function and this create news, that's a function name. So that's the next thing that will follow a function. So your function name, then your parenthesis, if there's any input you put, then the curly bracket, then the body. So that's the logic behind it. So function input, parentheses are empty for this one, and so on and so forth. So that's the basic of this stuff. So you can read through this stuff to understand what the stuff is saying, but basically you can read through all this stuff again to check what they are saying. But in short, it's trying to explain how to create a function entails. And how do you create a function? You have your fun keyword, then the name of your function, then the opening and closing bracket, which is called parenthesis in program language, then this curly bracket, the opening curly bracket and the closing curly bracket, then the body of your function, that is what do you want the function to do. Now everything you want the function to do will be inside your curly bracket. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, so that's it. Is there any question before I move to the next section? Do you guys understand it?
Yes.
All right, okay, that's good. So let me move. If you have any question, please ask questions. We are here to acquire knowledge, so please ask questions. So what this chapter 6 is saying, I've already done it, so I will just move to the next one. So this is just trying to tell us that we should create something else outside the dummy code they have given us. So you can see we have already done this one. I've already printed two other outputs here. So that's what they are trying to tell us in this chapter 6, which is modify your program. So we have done that already. So now, before we actually click on next, they gave us a simple task, and the simple task is change the code so that it says hello your name. So you can to do that, just write hello somewhere here, and that's it. So that's the task, and that's all. So I'll click on next now. So also you guys have to actually go through this stuff yourself, because as I'm clicking on this next, this stuff is already marking my progress on this guy. Remember that there's progress to everything, so this guy is already marking my progress. So once I'm clicking on next, he's already thinking that I'm doing this stuff. So you guys also have to like click on next on this stuff for you to actually end those badges and everything. Yeah, so that's it. So now the next one now is Kotlin style guide. So in the Kotlin style guide and your function, this is just telling you about the style guide, the space, the indentation and everything align vertically. So this one is just telling you about the style of the Kotlin. As you can see now, after you write fun you put a space before main, then after your main this bracket will be together with the function name, then you put a space, then your opening curly bracket and the curly bracket and the closing curly bracket. So you can see now this closing curly bracket is in a vertical line with this font. So the reason for all this is just for us, for this stuff to be on a, to be readable and for you to be able to actually know what you have done and what you have not done and everything like that. So that's just it, nothing so special about it. Yeah, so that's it. So I can move to the next one now. So fix error in your code. So how to fix error in your code now? So sometimes you might have error. So now for example now, this particular fix error in your code now, they actually create an error in this code now, and I'm going to create another one for us to actually fix. So fix error in your code. All these stuff are still like basic. These are just basic fundamentals of Kotlin programming language. Yeah. So these are like the basic stuff that you need to familiarize yourself with. Yeah. So now I want to actually have a bug or an error on this particular code. So I will remove. So keep in mind, anytime you are printing a particular in any programming language, we have something called data type, and data type simply contains like different type of data type like string, integer, numbers, map, boolean, what else again, list. So string now, string is just like a sequence of character. That is string basically accepts a sequence of character that is on that is inside quotation. So for you to create a string character now, it must be inside a quotation mark, either single quote or double quote or multiple quote. So this particular word now is a string because what is inside quotation mark. So this is a quotation mark now. So now if I remove, this is the opening quotation mark and this is the closing quotation mark. So if I remove this closing quotation mark now, you see like there's an error with this stuff. Why is there an error? Let me run it for you to actually see what I'm talking about. So you can see now the issue here. It said expecting something like this, because what this program now, this program is seeing this stuff as this is the opening statement of this stuff, and we have my name is somewhere, but we didn't close the program. We are not telling this particular program that okay, I'm done with this stuff. So now this quotation is already seeing this particular bracket as part of the stuff we want to actually output to the user, and there's no closing. If you notice now, if you can zoom in, you can see that this bracket is on color green. If I replace this stuff now, you see, okay, sorry, let me just, if I replace the quotation, you can see like this bracket has turned to color black. So this color black simply means this is the closing bracket of this ln keyword. Yeah. So in any string character, it must have a opening quotation mark and a closing quotation mark. The quotation mark can be either single quotation mark or double quotation mark, the one you have on your keyboard. Yeah, so that's basically it. Yeah, so the next stuff now, I hope you are getting. If you have any question, you can always ask me. So I will click on next. So the next thing now is this is exercise now. So I'll be doing this exercise, then we move to the next stuff. So can you read this code in this program and get the output without running in the Kotlin program? So you can see this print. So Randy,
Sir?
can you guess what this function is going to output to us?
Hey, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so that's basically it. Since the information is the inside this stuff is 1 2 3, so once I run this program, the output will also be 1 2 3. Yeah, so that's it. So once you have guessed, copy and paste this code in the Kotlin program to check your answer. So the second exercise now, use the Kotlin program to create a program that outputs the following message. So the exercise now says I'm learning Kotlin. So Randy, you are with your laptop, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, do something like this. Do I am learning Kotlin and send a screenshot to the group. Let me see.
Okay.
It's a simple stuff. What you just need to do is once you're on this stuff now, just duplicate this stuff 3 times. So just copy this guy, duplicate it 3 times, then change the word inside. You just change the word inside to I am learning Kotlin, and that's basically it. So you can, so I am learning Kotlin like this. So that's it, nothing serious. So once you are done with that, please let me know, and please don't let us take too much time. Have you started already? Eh?
No, yes. No network on my system.
Ah,
Network on my,
voila.
network on my system. I'm using my phone. I'm using since.
Interesting. Okay.
Network on my.
So, okay, no problem. But,
Okay. Yeah. Network is there's network now. Let me try.
okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Hello everyone. Please I beg to take my leave. Having an meeting now.
So soon.
It's already 10 o'clock.
It's not
Uh,
10, right? Yeah.
it's it's 10 already.
Wow. So you want to leave?
Yeah, so you should keep enjoying your coding.
That is not good at all. All right, no problem.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone.
All right, take care.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, Mr. Caleb.
All right. So, please, yeah, time is going. So I think Google Meet is going to end this call in the next 15 minutes. So please, let's quickly. Caleb, your network has shown you again.
Like the phone went off. I forgotten that I did not plug, like there was no light, so I did not plug on power bank, so
Oh,
it went off. So I just reconnected. I have to.
all right, no problem. So where we are currently, we are on this exercise. So I'm just telling Randy to actually quickly do this exercise, and the exercise basically is for you to print these 3 words using Kotlin,
Yeah.
and how you are going to do that is by following this stuff. So you just print I am learning Kotlin basically, and that's it. So Randy, are you done?
Yeah. I'm done.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm done.
You can share it on the group so I can also see. Yeah, so that's it basically. So that's the exercise. So the next exercise is copy and paste this program in your Kotlin code. So and fix. Okay. So yeah, so that's it. So that's it. Yeah, so that's the second exercise. So you can walk through this exercise. So the next stuff is the fourth exercise, fix the error in this program. So the error in this guy now basically is because, don't let me even mention it. So Caleb, what do you think is the issue with this particular program, this particular one?
Tomorrow is raining.
Yeah.
Ah,
What's don't just see the tomorrow is raining. This is a whole program now and there's an issue with this program. So what is the issue?
hmm, wahala. Let's say I'm coming on. Ah, that's I don't know.
Okay. Randy, do you know the answer?
Jay, comma supposed to be there.
Comma where?
I don't know. I feel it's comma.
Ah,
I don't know.
I actually want to do a giveaway of 500 naira time. So the two of you
we
just
should have
Correct.
said that earlier.
There's no error.
who says so? There's error.
Okay, wait. Let me check very well. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay, the error is Jesus Christ. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Ah.
Nah, I be like saying network, not the.
Ah,
Okay. There's no this opening bracket. The second one is not there.
Eh, that's the error, sha.
Yeah. Oh my God. I will send my number to the WhatsApp group.
hold on now, that.
So
Yeah,
that
this bracket. The second one is not there.
yeah, so that's the error basically. So there's opening bracket and there's no closing bracket. So in all your function there must be closing. So that's the error basically.
Yeah.
So Mr. Randy, you can send
Yeah.
your number to my DM.
Yeah. That's good.
So
Man.
that's it. So that's the
Okay.
error. So you can see now this is a
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So now there's still another one now. Although this one I'm not doing giveaway for it, yeah. This one
Wahala.
there's an error with this code as well, and the error basically is print can only be print ln. In Kotlin is print ln. I don't know the meaning of their ln sha, but print ln. So that's how they define their print function, not print line. So this print line now, that's where the error is. It's supposed to be print ln. So that's it. So there's another issue. Fix the error in this program so it can produce desired output. So there's another issue with this code now, and the issue is trying to look for the issue myself. Okay, the only issue here, because the output they want now is this, but the way this stuff is arranged now, it will just print everything on a straight line. Like for example, let me copy this now and paste it so you can see in real world situations where I run this stuff, it will okay. You can see now. Oh, you can see this stuff now should do not actually be on a straight line, because what, this is a program and this program has complete its sequence. So if you actually want to do it, that is, if you want it to follow straight line now, you have to put this I think this stuff is called semicolon. I think
Yes.
semicolon, yeah. You have to put semicolon for it to run. So if you run it again now, you can see this one also is showing error, so you have to put semicolon for this one as well, so it will run. So you can see the output now. But normally, if you don't want to put semicolon, just delete this guy, then press enter. You can delete this guy and press enter. Once the function is on a single line that does not have anything preceding it, then you don't need to put any semicolon. You can just run it like that. So you can see now. So the reason for that basically is because this is a function. So a function actually contains a line. So if you want to now stop that function, at least if you want to put a stop to that function, you must have something that actually separates that function. So that's why we are putting semicolon. Adding mean we want to actually have two functions on a single line. So that's basically it about that. So that's it. So the seventh, the error in this program. So okay, so the error in this program now, fix the error in this program. so that it can produce the desired output. Okay, trying to look what's the error in this program. How is the weather today? Okay, I don't think there's, let me even check first.
There's an error.
Yeah.
Is that the bracket that's supposed to be there? The
Oh
bracket?
yeah, that's true. My eyes did not even see it. This is not the bracket. It's not supposed to be circle bracket. It should be curly bracket. Yeah, so that's the error here. So that's it. So you can see all this exercise now. So all this exercise is actually just to train you on how to create functions and all those stuff. So that's basically it. So the solution to all the exercise they gave us. So this is the solution to everything now. You can see this is solution to everything, and that's it. So in conclusion, just click on next. So conclusion, now you can see great job on completing this introduction to Kotlin, blah blah blah. In summary, a Kotlin program requires a main function as entry point of the program. So this first, then to create a function you must have the fun keyword. You must use the fun keyword. This simply means you are telling Kotlin program that okay, you want to create a function. So this is how to create a function. This is how to tell Kotlin that you want to create a function using the fun keyword. Then followed by parenthesis, which is that circle bracket, this circle bracket here, followed by the function body enclosed in a curly braces. So that's it. The name of the function should follow camel case convention. So when you are creating the function, they said it must follow camel case. Now the camel case simply means, if I go and search camel case, camel case simply means in programming language simply means this is camel case. Now camel case, that is, in any function, your function, you shouldn't start your function with a capital letter or uppercase. You shouldn't start your function with uppercase capital letter. It must start with a small letter like this. Then if, for example, now if I want to create a function like first name, like I want to say first name, now it must be something like first then name like this. So you can see now that the name is uppercase, that is capital letter. So this is camel case in program language. So let me show you on Google camel case. So you can see camel case now. So camel case, basically you can see the camel case. This is, if you have ever seen a camel before, you know all these camel, they used to have hunchback or whatever they call it.
Yes.
So you can see camel case is practice of writing phrases without space or punctuation and with capitalized words, blah 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 blah. So camel case in Java now, Java or something. You can see where's the camel case? Anyways, all these ones are just by the way. The basic thing about camel case is start with some more letter. Then if you have two words, then you can use the uppercase to identify or to somehow separate. Now in function, you can't create a function like this. You can't say let me create a function. You can't say create and put space name like this. If we do something like this, it will give you error, because what, this create now, this is a separate word on its own, and this name now, this is a separate word. Since they are not joined together, this space in between them now is separating them totally. That means they have divorced, something like that. So they must not be separated with space as far as you are creating them together. So it must be something like this. Is if the stuff is actually separated like font like this, then it's separated like this. Then for the camel case also is something like this. So that's how to create a function, and that's what camel case simply means. Yeah. So start with a lowercase, as you can see, start with a lowercase letter. Use the println function to print some text to the output. Refer to the Kotlin style guide for formatting and code conversion to follow when coding in Kotlin. So that's everything about this stuff. So you can go through all this stuff yourself to actually see how it works. So once you click on done now, it will go back to that unit now. So you guys also should actually go through this stuff yourself on your own account, so you can earn the badge and I can see your progress, because it's until your progress is complete That's when I can issue out certificate for you. Without you completing this stuff, there's no certificate. Oh, so that's just it. So the next thing now is create and use variables in Kotlin. So now this create and use variable in Kotlin, we won't be doing that tonight. So I will want you guys to actually go through that yourself. Our next class now is on Thursday. Yeah, it's on Thursday. So I will want you guys to go through
But
this. What do you say?
I wanted to say Tuesday. I forgotten today was Tuesday.
Yeah, today is Tuesday. So our next class is on Thursday. So I'm going to be asking us. So on Thursday now, what I'll be doing basically is just revision. And if you guys have any question as regard this, I won't be going through this stuff like from scratch because I expect you guys to have go through it yourself. So on that Thursday, I'll just do revision about it and also answer some questions that you guys might have. And also, if you have any question before that Thursday, you can always ask on that group. Yeah, Randy, please go on.
But we're also going through this your first program on Kotlin, right?
Yes.
So that means we're going through the same two code lab at the same time, and it's going to be so tough.
Okay, now your first Kotlin now, you don't need to go through it again. The only thing you just need to like scan through this stuff. It's not like read like that because you have actually go through it together already. So what you just need to do here now is just open it, then click on next till you are done because we have actually done it together, and probably do some practice. So that one will be fast because what is no more new to you. Yeah, so
How
that's
is
it.
about
Yeah, this call is going to end now. Google Meet is already counting now. So please go through that, create and use variable yourself. Ask question on the group if you have any question, and we are going to meet on Thursday. And please respond on the group. See you.